Hello everyone, my name is Jitendra Bafna. Welcome to my MuleSoft and AI episode. This is episode 7. In this particular video, we're going to see how we can set up a Managed Omni Gateway on any point platform. First, let's talk about what is Omni Gateway. Okay, so the Omni Gateway is formerly known as a Flex Gateway. So it's a single entry point for your LLM, MCP, and your API. So you can have a single gateway from where your LLM request can enter, your MCP server can enter, your API request can enter basically. Okay. So Omni Gateway is available in two form. One is managed and another is the self-managed. We're going to talk about both managed Omni Gateway and the self-managed Omni Gateway. So basically, let's consider like if you have too many doors, right? And if you like, for example, if we take a simple example, like if you are connecting to the multiple LLMs basically, and like it means like you are entering or you are connecting the multiple LLM, it means you are managing the multiple keys, all those things basically, right? And like you don't have any provision where you can just capture everything, like your token congestion, like how many requests has passed, how many so those kind of things cannot be tracked. So that is where the Omni Gateway is very useful. So you can create a Omni Gateway, and in Omni Gateway you can you can configure your LLM proxy where you can define what are the LLM you need to connect and what is the API key for that. So it, and also like it will going to it will going to track all everything, like how many token has been consumed, like how many requests has been passed to the LLM, how many requests gone to which LLM. So those kind of information will be tracked by the Omni Gateway basically. And also you can apply a policy like where you can limit your tokens basically, like how many token can be can be consumed in 1 hour or 30 minutes or 10 minutes. So those kind of policies can be applied basically, right? So you can control your cost basically using this Omni Gateway. So next, it's a single entry point for all your apps, AI agent, all the services basically. So it's a single gateway which can connect to LLM, MCP server, it can connect to API and the tool. Okay. So it's a unified platform basically, so it's a unified platform where you can apply the policies, you can define your routers, right? You have a you can track the your token consumption, number of requests, number of errors, those kind of metrics can be also tracked, right? It's a unified API platform. So where you can see where you can see everything basically, how then it can connect, it can route the request to your LLM, and MCP server, and it can route the request to the your MuleSoft API or any third party or any external APIs basically. Okay, so I already talked about this, like it's a single gateway for managing your LLM, MCP, and the APIs, right? So I already talk about this, it does smart routing, it also you can manage all your API keys and LLM keys, you can also control the cost, you can just also limit your token consumptions or all those kind of things basically. Okay, so we have a managed gateway. So managed Omni Gateway where like you don't have to worry about setting up any hardware or infrastructure. So basically like you just have to set up the Omni Gateway basically, apart from that you don't have to worried about the underlying hardware or underlying infrastructure or networks or any patch or anything. It will be taken care by the MuleSoft basically. In case of self-managed gateway, like MuleSoft will provide the installation, and you are responsible for setting up the infrastructure, networks, and everything. So it's your responsibility. Like it's a customer responsibility. It's your responsibility in simple terms. So this is the difference between your gateway. So basically, manage and self-manage. Who host it? So MuleSoft do that, and like in self-manage, you have to do set up the infrastructure and everything. Setup time managed gateway, it's few clicks, and your managed gateway will be ready within minutes. Self managed may
It's
take
nine
time,
o'clock.
sometime it may takes days also. So it depend on your like how quickly you can set up the infrastructure and then set networks and then install the self managed gateway on it, right? So in case of uh, where data lives, it's hosted service, so it's a managed service, right? In case of self managed, the data live within your environment. Updates happen automatically in the kind of managed gateway, whereas in self managed you have to schedule, on your own schedule basically. Control its simple defaults. Like self managed, you are fully control of your gateway. Best for speed and the small teams, self managed is best for like compliance and privacy. If you have any compliance issue where you cannot you cannot set up anything in the cloud, or if your organization have some restriction, that in that case you can go with the self-managed gateway, right? So it's a single, like in one line, it's a one gateway for your LLM, MCP, and the API. Okay, so let's get started to set up the Omni gateway. So for setting up the Omni gateway, I already set up the private space. So I have already have a one private space, right? So this private space is already set up. You can definitely set up the Omni gateway in shared space, right? But here I set up in the I'm going to set up in the private space. I already created the private space, right? So what I will do, so they in runtime manager you have something called Omni gateway. So here you can see two tabs, manage Omni gateway and self manage Omni gateway. Go to self manage Omni gateway. So just click on add self manage Omni gateway. So these are the like self manage Omni gateway where you have to bring your own infrastructure, own networks and everything. So it will provide the installation and how to install that on your laptop or on your own infrastructure. Those steps are available, right? If you can do on the Linux operating system, these are the operating system supported. You can do it on container, Kubernetes, you can do it on the OpenShift also. So these are the various options available, but today we are going to talk about the manage Omni gateway. So it's very simple, just click on add Omni gateway, give the name. So I can just say Jitendra Sandbox GW. Select the deployment target. You have a shared space and private space. I will go with the private space. You can just say age or released long term support. So I will suggest always go with the LTS. Age is like it's under pilot or under testing, but LTS is fully tested, fully tested environment. Then you version it come by default. Then you can select, there are three types: small Omni gateway, large Omni gateway, and like extra large. So for small it can deploy up to 50 APIs, it can deploy up to 500 APIs, right? So just I will go with a small for now, and then you have a various advanced options. So basically, like you like it provide two endpoints. So one is a private endpoint and one is the public endpoint. If you want to make your Omni gateway as a private, it should not be accessible publicly. You just remove this endpoint, public endpoint, just keep the private endpoint. Okay, so next thing, like if you have any properties, like you can define what is the connection timeout. 60 seconds, it's a 1 minute. So whenever it will call upstream API, if the response is not coming in within 1 minute, it will time out basically, right? So those kind of upstream response timeout, like idle connection timeout. So it's a response, sorry, it's a 15 second. So we can increase this for now. So I will just make it this as 60. Then I will connection idle timeout is also 60. Then logging, where what kind of log you want error, warn, debug, everything like info. So what kind of logging, so forward that. Okay, then distributed tracing, basically you can enable the distributed tracing also, right? So you can add the attributes and everything. So we're going to talk this about later. Okay, so that's it. Like if you have any last mile security, like if you like you can just enable last mile security. So it means like your end to end, it should be HTTPS. The request will come on HTTPS. The request will go to the upstream API on the HTTPS only. I'll just keep everything default for now. Just save and deploy. Okay, it will take at least 1 or 2 minutes for like that to come up. So here you can see, like you can see the public endpoint, you can see the private endpoint. This is the cluster endpoint, so basically that's fine, and this, then this is the private space name, right? Apart from that, you can see whatever the API is published to this particular Omni gateway. You can see the logs, you can see all the runtime configurations here. You can update later also, like whatever tracing, timeout, circuit. It also support the circuit breaker patterns also, basically, like you can just apply the circuit breaker pattern, right? And the properties, then settings. So again, like if you want to upgrade to large, you can do that basically, like just click on large Omni gateway. You can upgrade the existing Omni gateway to large or extra large, whatever. For now I don't have extra large right now, so that's why it's showing disable. Okay, so let me do one thing. So it's coming up. So I have, like, I will just duplicate this tab. Okay, so let me go to runtime manager. So I already have one application deployed in the same private space. So like it's a MuleSoft system, Salesforce system API, which is deployed in the private space only. It also have a public and private endpoint both enabled. So you can see that. So this is a simple application. So this is like Mule, like this is the URL API v1/account. So I'm just retrieving the account. I hit enter. I'll get the response back. So I get this account detail, right? So now what I will do, So because like I want to like secure this particular API, right? So I want to access this API via Omni Gateway, so I can apply the policies and everything, right? So what I can do first thing, I will remove this internal end sorry, public endpoint, right? So I will just keep the internal endpoints basically, uh, whether I remove right or not. Okay, let me remove this, and I will do the apply changes. So this is my internal endpoint, right? I will copy this, I will need this later, or you can copy from here. Okay, I copied it. Okay, I will just keep, I will paste on the browser, later I will use this. Okay, let me do the apply changes. This will take some time at least to come up. So now what will happen, now it cannot be accessible over the public endpoint because it removed the public endpoint, right? So it is in the private space now. So my Omni Gateway is also in the private space. My Omni Gateway have a public and a private endpoint, right? Both. So the request will come to the public endpoint. It may can come to the private endpoint, right? From Omni Gateway, you can access the private endpoint of your application, right? Because they both exist in the same network, same private space. That's why you can access this internal endpoint from the Omni Gateway, right? So right now I will going to apply the Omni Gateway on the top of this particular application, right? So let me check whether my Omni Gateway is up and running. Yeah, see, it's up and running, right? So next thing, I will go to the API manager. So let me do one thing. I can go it from here, API manager. So let's see, still this particular endpoint is accessible. So now it's not accessible because we have enabled the internal endpoint, right? So let me go and I will just say add new API. So I will add on Omni Gateway. Okay, you can do the Mule Gateway also, but I will add on Omni Gateway. I will just select the Omni Gateway. So whatever Omni Gateway is there, it will showcase here, and you can select the right Omni Gateway. Next, and you have to search. This is my API already published to Anypoint Exchange. I will just select this, right? It will automatically select. It's a RAML OS basically, right? Then I will do next. So if you want to give any base path, you can give it. I will just first thing, I will give Salesforce system API. Okay, so I've done this. I'm just giving the name. Advanced options, just I will keep as it is. Just say next. Now here you have to provide the route. So the first route, I can just give a Salesforce system route, right? Here I will give a Salesforce system route label. Here I have to provide the URL. So what is the URL? So which I've copied, right? So let me go. I have already copied the internal endpoint, right? I can just remove this, control V. Then I will also provide slash API slash v1. So this is my base path, right? So always make sure it is ending with a slash. So here I'm just saying I'm passing my 100% traffic to this particular. So in case if you have a two system API, like two Salesforce system API, and you want to divide the traffic between them, so you can add the mode route. Just say 50% to this and 50% to this. There might be possibility you have a two APIs running in the two different regions basically, and you want to distribute the traffic among them. You can add the mode route. So here you can add the rules basically, like if you want this particular route for put patch methods, you can do that. If you want for certain resources, if you want, like if your request is coming with a certain headers, right, then you have to route to this particular path. Those kind of things you can define. We will just skip for now. So I've just defined my this is my internal endpoint. Okay, so I will just say next. Okay, so let me go and just say save and deploy. Okay, so till it's getting save and deploy, let me copy my Omni Gateway endpoint. So this is nothing like, I will give this as a consumer endpoint. Copy, and I will go back to Omni Gateway or API instance. Basically I will go to settings, and I will just update my consumer endpoint basically. So this is nothing, the consumer endpoint is the Omni Gateway endpoint. It's not necessary, but better to give it basically for the information perspective also. Just say save and deploy. Okay, I know, like we have to refresh it, so then it will work. Okay, so let me again paste it. You can give end slash or not. Here it's fine, like just say save and deploy. Okay, so let me go to this particular window and let me paste this. Okay, I already have this URL, right? Yeah, this is the not this one, so I will paste this. Okay, this is, and now like if you see the previous URL, right, it required API slash v1. We already added that API slash v1 in the base path, so we will not have to give it here now, because right, so we will just pick this one. Okay, slash enter. So let me check whether Omni Gateway. Yeah, we got the response from the Omni Gateway basically, right? We get that response. So what happened? This particular URL got converted into this particular URL. So what will happen? The host, if you see in this Omni Gateway, right? I will close this. This particular URL, Jitendra Sandbox, up to cloudup.io, right? We have this particular URL that will get replaced with API slash v1, because we have give this as a upstream URL, right? And rest of the thing will be copied as it is the account slash. So that is what is happening. So now if I want to secure this API, so what we can do, so we can go to Omni Gateway. I will go to policies. I can just add a simple basic authentication policies, right? I can go basic, basic simple. Just say next. Okay, I can just say admin tab, admin. Just say apply. Okay. So there's a another dashboard. So I think Omni dot MuleSoft.com. I think this is the right. Yeah, I think this is. So you can also log into omni.mulesoft.com. Okay, I'm just closing this. So if you see like whatever, so this is are some kind of. Let me close all this. Right, these are all the agents available. What are the MCP server? Right. So right now we have a gateway. Right. So we have created one gateway. We can see it here. So we can see what are the information of this gateway basically. We can see everything here. Then like whatever APIs are there, so we have Salesforce account APIs and everything. We can see it here. We have a performance basically. We can see the total request, error rates and everything basically. We can see it here also. So there's a dedicated page or dedicated portal for omni.mulesoft.com. You can just check that. You can go to home and you can see everything basically, like it provide all the information about your Omni Gateway, APIs, LLM proxy, MCP server, agents, and everything. Like you can just you can check that omni.mulesoft.com. Okay. So now here, like if you go back to your dashboard, right, of your Omni Gateway. So this is my Omni Gateway. It will show like just now we have passed few requests, right? It is just showcasing those, right? So it start generating the like charts and everything, right? So let's see. Let me go back and let's see if it's asking for username and password. Yeah, it is asking me for username and the password. So I have a admin, right? So that's we got that particular request basically, right? Yeah. So this is how you can set up Omni Gateway in the MuleSoft basically. Again, as I mentioned, it's a single entry point for your MCP, for your LLM proxy, and for your APIs. Right. I already showcased in my previous video how you can publish the MCP server on the Omni Gateway. In this video, I have just showcased how we can publish the APIs to the Omni Gateway. In upcoming video, I have also show like how we can publish the LLM, like how we can route the LLM request via Omni Gateway, right? I'm going to talk on that. So I just at a high level, we have something called LLM proxy, right? We can create that LLM proxy and we can build that basically. I'm going to talk on those particular things later. Yeah. Okay. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please click on like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.